Here we are, Gym Teacher Dreams podcast, live from Pickman Studios 1A and 1B. It's just the two of us again. We can make it if we try.
Two of us. True that.
Yep. So here we go. How was your weekend? I know that last week you had family in, so I'm sure you had a lot of fun, and it's probably tiring, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't horribly tiring, but I slept in today, so maybe my body was telling me I needed to recover, but I didn't feel tired. Yeah, it was a great time.
Awesome.
Had some family over for the whole week, 5 days, and it was good, and the weather cooperated, which was nice. Our air conditioning went out right before they came, so like a couple days before they came, and in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, well, it'll be fixed before they get here. Well, I think apparently a lot of people are having the same problem, and maybe parts need to come in or whatever, but it didn't get fixed until about halfway through their stay, which was okay because my mom was one of the guests, and she doesn't run her air conditioning. Like we grew up that way. Like for the first 12 years of my life, we didn't even have central air, and then my parents finally got it, and like rarely used it. So I mean, whatever. You just become accustomed to it, and then so she didn't care, and yeah, it was fine. The weather mostly cooperated. We had the windows open, and really this is like a gift from God, like a blessing that we actually were getting like some air movement through the house. Because the way our house is positioned, we generally don't get any air movement. So we do run our air a little more than even we would want because it just gets so stuffy because there's just no air movement. Our windows are on, the north and south sides of the house, and the breeze would come through east and west. But we were getting a nice breeze this week, and honestly, we got the air conditioning fixed, and we haven't even turned it on yet because it's just been nice. It's been comfortable. So
yeah, we're the same.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say we're the same way. We get no breeze in our house, so we run the air more than it's probably colder. Out whatever. It just it's the same thing. Our windows are north and south, and there's wind tunnels in between, but just doesn't get in our house. So.
Yeah, so we did go buy an extra box fan, just to again appease our company, but everybody, it was fine. We, we have that little bitty pool out back, and it's on its last leg, but it'll probably survive this season. And kids were playing in that quite a bit, and it all went well. It was good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We just hung out in the hood.
I don't know what you guys. Yeah. I mean, we did too. I mean, again, so we have these house guests and, some young kids, and, you would like to go places, but you just can't right now. But, again, it all worked fine. It was wonderful. But there was just a moment where I'm like, man, I wonder if they're getting sick of our house, or in our yard. Maybe they would like to go do something different, and there isn't anything open or available. So whatever. We went fishing. I don't know if you saw that on Facebook, and we have a couple like inflatable boating vessels. One's a kayak, and then the other was really supposed to be like a fishing boat, but we pumped both of those up, and we went to like a little bitty pond near us. And that was fun too, to get out on that. So like I said, I don't know if your family's interested in that, but that's, it was kind of fun, and you can just go out and paddle and kind of just enjoy the weather, which is really what we did, or you can throw a pole out if you want. So
yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah.
I'm not ready for a river yet, but just a controlled pond with no waves. It was functional. It worked.
Cool. I was say, you do have a big air compressor to be able to.
So one of them came with. I'm sure both of them came with these devices, but I lost one of them sometime, whatever. But one of them was new in the box, and it plugs into your car, and it pumps them up pretty quickly. But when you're talking about two of them, it does take a little bit of time, but it was fine.
All right. Sorry everyone I can't stop yawning. Apparently I didn't get enough sleep last night.
Need some soda.
Yeah. Trying to cut back.
Me too, but I needed one, so.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I told you off before we started that I've been kind of re-recording some of my old songs.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a song about this neighborhood,
Okay.
and I'm like, well, we got to get back to doing some music games. So we're going back to our. I've got musical questions. I've got lyrics that you have to answer a question. It's
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
This was one of my favorites, but it's another one that potentially gets me in hot water.
True that.
I'm gonna try and filter some of my responses this time.
No, that's not what the listeners have been emailing.
That's not what they want.
Yeah, and sending the mail through. All right. So number one, do you ever want to find a nest in the hills and chill like Flint?
What song is that from? I've never heard those lyrics.
Cowboy Kid Rock.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so Flint, Michigan. That makes sense, I guess.
No.
I thought
Larry
wasn't Kid
Flint.
Rock from Michigan?
He is, but Larry Flint. Isn't that a yeah.
I've heard the name.
So again, do you ever want to find a nest in the hills and chill like Flint?
Yep, I do.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, I don't know, maybe there's an underlying meaning I'm not getting. It's going over my head right now. But
Yes,
dude,
sir.
you just, I've talked about it many times. A little small house, like literally one of those tiny houses in the woods. That's
Live
me.
off the grid? Yeah, I'm more and more think about it all the time.
Yeah. And I mean, I do feel a little bit bad about that, but that just appeals to me.
Yeah. All right. Number two, you want to continuing with Cowboy. You want to buy a yacht with a flag saying "chillin' the most," then rock that bitch up and down the coast.
Yes, but although I just talked about boating in the little inflatable vessels, that's something that makes me a little nervous because it's just I'm not really skilled at it. I don't have enough practice. So I mean, yeah, it sounds cool to have like a yacht and cruise up and down the coast or whatever, but I could imagine like a Titanic type incident where I hit not an iceberg, but I hit something and then I sink. I can see that happening.
If you have a yacht, you can have the skipper and Gilligan taking care of it, which you'd probably crash anyway, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm with
you. Someone drive it and take care of that kind of stuff.
Good job. See, I was thinking surface level. You dug a little deeper, and yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, all right. Do you want to start an escort service for all the right reasons?
Sure. As you said that, I wasn't thinking like the females and all of that stuff. I was just seeing like dollar signs. Aren't those the right reasons to start any sort of business?
Yeah, but you were thinking of being Gator.
Yeah, exactly. Cut myself with a knife.
That's right. All right, and
have a grill.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this one after I wrote it. Do you want to be a cowboy, baby?
Now that doesn't appeal to me as much.
No.
Now, I had a friend in high school, a kid I grew up with, and he wanted to if he could time travel, he was going back to the Wild West. And honestly, the reason he gave was he was a big fan of the poof skirts. I mean, can you envision the women like in the Wild West with the kind of skirts, not the skirts, the dresses, the bottom half of the dress. I don't know. He just really liked those for some reason. Me riding horses, I tried it. I've done that before, and it just is not as appealing to me.
I thought you were about to say me in one of those dresses.
Oh, no. I've never tried that. Sorry.
All
right.
Another
thing, honestly, with some of the stuff that's going on right now in our society, there are certain parts of it that kind of feel like Wild West-ish, and that scares me a little bit, right? When there was say rioting and looting, wasn't that a big Wild West thing? Like you come in with your guns and just take over the place, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of the people's names. Was it like Jesse James? Was he one of them that did that? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not good with the history and all that stuff. But anyway, it scares me a little bit. I don't own a gun. I don't know what to do with a gun. I can't protect myself. So no, I don't think I want to be a cowboy.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. I might have asked you this one before, but have you ever, or do you want to buy drinks for everybody, but the pilot, it's a party?
You don't. What did you say? You know where that song's from, right? It's
Yeah.
okay. Um, although I'm not a tremendous fan of the song.
You know what? We have, because you told the story. I do remember I asked you this one already.
I would buy beers for everyone or whatever, buy drinks for everyone. That sounds appealing.
Yes, and you told the story about you and your buddy. I didn't ask you that one, but I asked you if you've ever been drunk on the plane, and you had said yes and told the story back in the day. All right. Do you want to drink that cheap champagne out of a real glass?
Why not?
Okay.
I don't mind a little bubbly.
Okay.
I like the sweet stuff, and out of a real glass, sure.
And do you want a little mile high flight attention?
Same song. Gosh darn it. Only if it's my wife. And honestly, that's bad. I mean, what if you walk out of because I assume you have to do it in the bathroom, right? You walk out and everybody's like looking at you and maybe get in trouble.
What's going on.
Yes, of course they know what's going on because I'm a yeller. Just kidding. I'm kidding. It's kind of awkward. Now that I think about it in my head, it's a little bit too awkward for me. I'll let other people do that. Sorry.
All right. The next one. Do you want someone to whip you if you misbehave?
Nope. That happened one time at my bachelor party, and I did not like it. It happened once to you, too, if I remember right. But I wasn't a tremendous fan. I thought it was like a joke, but the gal who was doing that, she wasn't joking, and it wasn't super pleasant, so no.
Yeah, but do you want to bring sexy back?
Yes, it would be nice. Yes.
How do we at our age now? How do we bring sexy back?
Well, I think motivation. I need to get motivated.
Okay.
Need to start working out a little bit more seriously. Need to get our sweat on, get our beach bodies back. Okay. I mean, it's no secret. Both of us have lost our beach bodies a little bit. So I think that would help bring sexy back.
Okay.
We still got the moves, right? I mean, we've experienced that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just need to get the body.
All right. Let's bring sexy back.
Let's do it.
Okay. Next one. Do you want to stand on the bar, stomp your feet, and start clapping? Or have you ever?
Haven't. You know what? I don't know. So you remember when Coyote Ugly was, that movie was pretty popular for a short time, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it was about, right? Stomping on the bar and whatever, getting a little crazy. Not a big fan. It didn't really, it didn't move my needle. So no.
Didn't move your needle from 6 to 12?
Did not.
Okay. Let's see here. Do you want something bad to happen?
No, generally speaking, no.
Okay.
I like good things to happen.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Let's see here. Have you ever hugging and a kissing, dancing and a loving, wearing next to nothing?
I'm sure it's happened when I was a little younger, a little crazy before.
Yeah.
Before marriage, but with my wife, I was known to maybe act that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize to me.
I'm apologizing to the other people that had to witness that.
All right. Do you know someone that goes batshit on tequila?
I know a few people. Yeah. And vodka too. Different people. Isn't it funny how different types of alcohol impact different people differently?
Right.
Yeah.
Tequila is like truth serum for my wife. It's never good. She gets mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't let her do tequila anymore. Well,
does tequila make her clothes fall off?
Sometimes, but more or less, it makes her anger come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My faults and whatever they come out too. All right. Let's see. Where am I?
Next time you guys come over, I'm going to make sure we have tequila.
No. All right. I might ask, do you ever want to love in an elevator?
No. It's kind of like the whole Mile High thing, you know, it just too scary. What if the door opens and, you know, we're not done yet and then there's people there?
You just ask them, just wait a minute and let me finish.
Yeah. Everybody's got a cell phone now, pick. So,
all right. Okay. Let's see here. Has love ever bit you and you acted so strange?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
How about you?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Love hits you differently. You act differently. You know, I don't know if it's ever bit me, but yeah, you know, Cupid shot the arrow.
Ooh,
got me. Yeah. Did you ever wake up in a chair holding a beer in your hand? Sporting a neon tan? No?
No, I think I've always been pretty good about, you know, having enough of my wits about me to, you know, set the beverage on a counter or a table and get myself to bed safely, you know, shoes off, of course. And, yeah, but, you know, I mean, we all know people intoxicated and whatever.
Yeah. That's my next thing. Have you ever not had a clue how you got home? Ain't got a clue what went on. It's all my stuff.
That one, there may have been times where it was a little bit foggy, and there may be moments in my life where maybe I wasn't sure of events that happened during stretches of the evening, but like I said, I feel like at the end of the night, I usually had my wits about me enough to know how I got home, you know, whether it was by cab or DD or if I walked or whatever.
Yeah. On a side note, have I told you about my sleep eating issues? So
is this like your sleep writing?
Yeah. So I will. It's you know, it takes some medication to help me sleep, and sometimes it affects me differently. And I'll get up and just start gnawing on whatever's on the counter. Most of the time, it's chips or crackers, and I know I'm doing it.
It's pencils,
but no, not yet. So I know I'm doing it, but I don't stop. And when we wake up in the morning, there's crumbs everywhere.
I bet the wife's happy about that.
She knows that, you know, it's from that, and she thinks it's kind of funny. And she picks up at, no, I take that back. I have to clean them up. But yeah, because I sleep in like 3-hour segments right now. So I sleep for 3 hours, then I'm up for a little bit, then I sleep for another 3, and then sometimes I sleep for that another 3 hours, just depending on if I take that, you know, because that's like around 8 o'clock.
You're like the opposite of Kramer from Seinfeld. Like he was doing this thing where like research showed that if you took a half-hour nap every 3 hours, you had way more energy. So he tried that for a little bit, and then he like crashed at the end and said it wasn't productive. It wasn't a good thing at the end. But you're like the opposite. Sleep for 3 hours, awake for a little bit. But this crumb thing, it reminds me of Sesame Street when Cookie Monster would eat a bunch of cookies and just crumbs were flying everywhere.
Yeah,
that's kind of what
it reminds me. It reminds me of Step Brothers when they're sleepwalking and they go.
Oh yeah.
That's what I envision somewhat. Like I said, I could see it. I know I'm doing it, but I can't stop and don't notice that I'm making a huge mess. So it's interesting. Hilarious. Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, next one is: have you ever kissed someone where they're hot and asked them what I got to do to keep them bubbling? I don't have too many more of these, I don't think.
The first one, yes. Second part, no.
All right.
Maybe. And, you know, now that I think about what the saying may mean, sure, I've done both.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why.
My wife, of course.
Yeah, Alan Gamble. All right. Have you ever used beer to chase your blues away?
Of course.
Yeah. I think,
isn't it a very, very normal thing to do?
Yes. Have you got a real six string and played it till your fingers bled?
No, you know that, our whole listening off the audience, I'm pretty sure knows that I did get a six string.
So do I, and I haven't practiced.
I haven't been practicing. I tried for like the next 48 hours after I got it. You know, I was practicing a little bit. I was trying to learn it. I don't know if you call it practice, but you know, I had YouTube going and I was trying to learn a little bit. And it got to a point real quickly where it's like my fingers just didn't want to do what the video was asking you to do, and I'm like, forget it, and I quit.
All right, that's what we have to do too. We've got to bring sexy back and play the guitar. Well,
it could go hand in hand, because I've always learned, I've always heard, and I believe it. Like, if you can play, like if a dude can play guitar or piano, and you know a couple songs that you can almost plug in any girl's name, your money, dude. Yes. I think I've heard that. Yes. People think that's sexy. So yeah, I think you're right. So we got to get our beach body back, and we need to learn how to play a musical instrument.
Yeah. I play the alto sax. Is that?
I know. As I was saying that, I was gonna say you need to learn another one.
Yeah, big guitar. Guitar.
Kenny G, man, dude.
He plays soprano sax. I played the alto.
Guilty. I had no idea there was a difference.
All right. Were you young and restless and needed to unwind?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Swear. Oh boy, I can't read my writing here. Swear you'd never compromise, but someone convinced you otherwise?
Probably. Yeah.
At home, I'm sure, as being a husband.
Sure.
No, I never compromise. Yeah.
I couldn't think of many examples, but you just came up with one good one. So
yeah. I'm going to change this one because
do it.
Not for you, but has your wife ever admitted that she's wrong?
Yeah.
My wife's done it like maybe 6 times in 30 years. And it's like 3 times in the last couple months.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ever made out in living room couches?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wonder if it was a hickey or a bruise?
Never had to wonder that. I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Danced on the tabletop?
I think we covered that one. I'm not a big dancer on the tabletop.
I know, but it was from, that was on the bar. This one's on a tabletop.
Let's go back to the hickey one real quick, because I'm sure those were pretty popular in Savannah. But I was never a huge fan of hickeys. I thought they're just a smidge on the trashy side.
No, I told you the story with one of my teammates. Hickey Dave. Uh-huh. Hickey Dave. We had to run for him, and so anyway. Yeah. Let's see here. You could look at this different way, but it took too many shots.
Yes.
Took too many shots in the basketball court. Yes.
No. You're
actually
right.
No, I never did it, but I took a lot of shots.
Feed your studs, right? You were just being fed well.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I was one of those who was a little bit what do you call that? Shy, trigger shy. I was more of a pass. I was looking to pass more than shoot, and even more than play defense.
Yeah. Let's see. You ever been kicked out of a bar?
You know that, yeah. I was playing. They asked to leave, and then I was like hugged and lifted up and carried out once. That happened.
Mom, we're podcasting.
You're wrong.
Skinny or streaking in the park?
Nah, never. I don't think I've ever done that.
Skinny dipping in the dark?
One time, yes.
Ripped her favorite party dress?
No, never done that. I don't think.
Okay. Hit on everybody and their mother?
I don't think I ever hit on a mom.
Okay. Just grandmas.
And I even, again, so that whole thing about having my wits about me enough to like put the beverage down and not pass out with it in my hand or whatever. I think I've always had my wits about me enough not to hit on everyone. I had limits even when I was drunk.
Yeah. Body
There were
shots up.
lines I wouldn't cross.
Body shots up on the bar.
No, no body shots.
Last one. Fist fight out by the car.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I know you've said that many
I mean,
times.
yeah. So, I mean, there have been times I was put in situations, but never, parking lot by the car. I don't think.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for answering our music lyric questions honestly, and I hope everyone enjoyed them. I hope you can answer or ask people as you listen and see what they say. But once again, it's one of our favorite things to do is use lyrics in many different ways. Mm-hmm. So, yep. So this was Gym Teacher Dreams podcast, music lyric questions. It's like 20 questions. We need to put the spotlight on, like we're interrogating you when we do it.
Yes. Well, it kind of feels that way, to be honest with you.
True. Well,
but I like playing along. So
I know you're good. You're good at it, and I'm not. I'm better at asking the questions rather than answering. I didn't do much. I lived a kind of boring life. All right.
Yeah. Make sure you tell a friend. Click subscribe.
Yes. We love you.